In today's fast-paced world, balancing work, personal, and spiritual responsibility is challenging. Islam provides a framework for harmony through principles of spiritual, social, and self-responsibility. Work seen as an act of worship, ibadah, when done sincerely and ethically, is emphasized in Surah Al-Jumu'ah 62 and 10. When the prayer is finished, disperse in the land and seek the bounty of Allah. This balance nurtures productivity, strong families, and societal well-being.
Muhammad SYAHFIQ bin JAINAL, matrix number BB221100429. And today we're going to talk about the issues in work-life balance in Islamic principle. The first issue is that lack of awareness in time management. In this case, we can say that most Muslims could not manage their time very well in balancing their life and continuing to strive to improve their deeds. This include not doing the daily 5 prayers and so on. This is because of the overwhelming responsibilities, because most Muslim, they want to do everything in one day because they think they can do that. This causes them to be unable to balance life between Islam, politics, spouse, work, sports, and other obligations. Causes a lot of Muslims to abandon their 5 daily prayers, like I said before. This in future will affect Muslim mental health since they cannot fulfill any spiritual needs for themselves. We can think about it. When we work too much, we will have a lot of stress. This stress can push us, pressure us to become worse, and we need something to help us to calm down. So in Islam life, we can do our prayers to calm ourselves. Next is focus on work too much, meaning that there is no work-life balance. They don't spend their time with. This will hurt people around them because they don't provide time to create memories with people around them. The second issue on Islamic principles and work-life balance is that cultural and Islamic principles. In this case, Muslims often prioritize work over self-care and religious practices. Cultural practices that value material achievement over spiritual fulfillment lead to the pursuit of financial or professional success at the expense of belief, family, and health. This leads to the rise of materialism. In Islam discourages materialism, promoting thankfulness, fulfillment, and dependence on Allah. Tawakkul. So we as Muslims need to avoid this materialism feeling. Next is that the pressure of societal convention. Cultural norms often impose tight work schedule or professional demands that conflict with Islamic practices, such as prayer breaks or religious observance. Last but not least, the issue on ethics while working. Some companies promote a culture of overtime, pressuring employees to sacrifice family time, rest, health, and religious practices. Certain companies do not accommodate practices like prayer breaks, Ramadan fasting, or religious holidays, forcing Muslims to choose between faith and career. This clash with Islam obligation of work-life balance, where we as Muslims need to balance our work responsibilities with spiritual duties and personal well-being. As Allah reminds us in Surah Al-Ahzab, He said that truly we did offer trust to the heavens, the earth, and the mountains, but they declined to bear it and were afraid of it.
Assalamualaikum and good day, Doctor. My name Muhammad ERZA bin SIMIN. My metric number BB2.10796. I will explain about challenges in work-life balance in Islamic principle. My first challenge is maintaining equilibrium between work and religious obligations. It's about managing work responsibilities while fulfilling Islamic practice like daily prayer, salat, fasting during Ramadan, and attending Jummah, especially in environments that lack flexibility or understanding. For example, a factory worker requests a short break during their shift to perform the Asr prayer. Despite strict schedules, the employer accommodates this by designating a prayer room nearby. So my second challenge is ensuring fair compensation and job security. It's more about promoting fair wage, timely payments, and stable employment as guided by Islamic labor values to ensure dignity, reduce stress, and support family well-being. For example, a construction company ensures workers receive their wage on time every month and provides contracts that clearly outline job security and benefits, reflecting Islamic principles of fairness. So, for the last challenges is about balancing physical and mental well-being amid work demands. It's about maintaining physical and mental health amidst demanding work schedules, emphasizing the Islamic principles of moderation like wasatiyah and self-care amanah. For example, a nurse working long shifts takes short breaks to recite zikir, ensuring both mental relaxation and a spiritual connection during stressful work hours.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to all of you. Okay. My name is Muhammad ZAKWAN bin ZULPHIAN and my metric number card is BB22110752. And today I will talk about the change of work ethic. Okay, firstly, I want to tell about the encouragement to worship in daily activities. Islam emphasizes obligatory worship like prayer, which build spiritual stability, reduce stress, and improve daily performance. Acts of optional worship such as zikir and almsgiving bring additional peace and reward. Organization can support worship through modern surau and prayer facilities at work. Flexible schedules during Islamic festival like Ramadan and fostering a religiously supportive environment. This effort ensure employees can maintain their faith and responsibilities. Second, stronger emphasis on moral and meaningful work. Work in Islam is seen as an act of worship when done with the intention of please Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and from halal source. Employees should avoid unethical practice like gambling, usury, and corruption. High moral values and professionalism are essential for integrity, honesty, and societal contribution. This ensures satisfaction for both individual and the community while building trust and professionalism in the workplace. Lastly, prioritize responsibility to family and society. Islam stressed the importance of balancing work, family, and societal responsibilities. Organizations adopting Islamic principles often provide benefits like parental leave, flexible work hours, and family-friendly policies. This balance strengthens employee loyalty and creates a harmonious environment and ensure employees can fulfill their responsibilities to family and community while excelling professionally. Just that from me, and thank you.
Firstly, Islamic teachings underline moderation and balance by guiding individuals to align their work, personal and spiritual life. There are three key adaptations, to say the least, to achieve work-life balance based on Islamic principles. Time is a precious resource in Islam, as its effective management is a critical adaptation for work-life balance. Allah reminds us of the value of time in Surah Al-As. By the passage of time, surely humanity is in grave loss, except those who have faith, do good and urge each other to the truth and urge each other through the perseverance. This verse emphasizes the nature of time and the necessity of using it wisely, setting clear priorities and avoiding time-wasting activities such as excessive social media usage are practical adaptation. In Islam, work is a mutual relationship with spirituality, but the work itself becomes an act of worship, ibadah, and performed with sincerity and ethical conduct. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The most beloved of deeds to Allah are those that are consistent, even if small." This teaching urged Muslims to seek Allah's pleasure in all aspects of life, including their work. One practical adaptation is engaging in daily remembrance during commutes or breaks, help integrate spirituality into routines. Islam places great priority on the well-being of the individual, acknowledging that a healthy body and mind are essential for fulfilling one's obligations. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Your body has a right over you, your eyes have a right over you, and your wife has a right over you." This hadith underscores the need to give due attention to one's health, family, and other personal responsibilities. Taking short breaks during work hours will enhance physical and emotional resilience. The Islamic approach to work-life balance underlines moderation, ethical conduct, and mindfulness. Adapting these principles through effective time management, integrating the spirituality into daily life, and prioritize physical and emotional well-being will help Muslims creating a harmonious life that honors both their worldly and spiritual responsibilities. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad FARHAN bin BADROL HISHAM. My number metric is BB22110532. I will present about guiding ethical framework in work-life balance in Islamic principle. The first one in guiding ethical framework is moderation, or we can call it as al-wasatiyah. The principle of wasatiyah or moderation is crucial in achieving work-life balance in Islam. It advocates for a balanced approach to life, ensuring that neither work nor personal responsibility are neglected. This concept encourages individuals to manage their time effectively across various aspects of life, including professional duties, family obligations, and spiritual practice. In Islam, we must balance work with personal life, where we must always prioritize health and ibadah over professional work. The second is intention, or in Arabic term is an-niyah. In Islam, every act is counted as worship as long one intends to do the work for Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. As Prophet Muhammad said in Hadith, the value of an action depends on the intention behind it. Sahih Muslim. Work is considered as an act of worship. Thus, Muslims are encouraged to engage in their profession with sincerity and dedication. Therefore, regardless of whether we are working or living personal life, we always get rewarded good deeds by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. The third one is mental and health well-being. Workers should not neglect their mental and physical health over their professional work. This is because Islam strongly emphasizes physical and mental health as part of balanced life in becoming practicing Muslim. As Prophet Muhammad said in Hadith, "La darara wa la dirara," means must not harm something and cannot reciprocate something with harm. Therefore, it is prohibited for Muslims to force themselves or excessive in doing works that can lead harm to themselves or others. The last one is objective of Islamic law, or we can call it as maqasid al-syariah. Maqasid al-syariah are the main objective or goal brought by Islamic law for the sake of universal good and interest. There are 5 maslahah or priority in maqasid syariah that are needed to be preserved. That need to be preserved in maqasid syariah, namely preserving religion, life, intellectual and property. In the context of work-life balance, this means that work should not compromise one's health. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
In conclusion, work-life balance in Islam integrates work, personal duties and spiritual obligation. Islam views sincere and ethical work as an act of worship, ibadah, promoting harmony between worldly and spiritual needs. This balance strengthens families, enhances mental well-being, and fosters societal cohesion, guiding Muslims to lead productive and blessed life in alignment with Allah's teaching.